We're here with AC, who's 9 years old. He's now completing and graduating from his therapy program. What I'd like you to do is put into your own words, what kind of difficulties did you have before therapy, and what are you noticing now?
Well, before therapy, I had a few difficulties. I would get a lot of headaches, and it would be a little bit hard for me to see things like close and far. But after here now, I'm able to see things a bit more, and I don't have that many headaches as before.
Good. Wonderful. So you had a lot of headaches before and now you don't have them. Good. What can you tell us about now that we're back in school and you're working primarily virtually and you're spending a lot of time on the computer? What can you tell us about that now?
Well, learning virtually is not very easy as regular school. You have to be exactly on time, but there are a bunch of these assignments that are not that explained to you as they would be at regular school. So you mostly have to figure them out so you can complete them.
So even though now you have to be a lot more independent, you're finding that you're able to do that and do that successfully.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes.
I don't want to put words into your mouth, but I want to make sure that I'm understanding you and that you're explaining this. Would you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Wonderful, wonderful. You've done a great job. Now we're going to turn to Mom. Mom, why don't you pull down your mask a little bit so everybody can see your pretty face. Okay, so why don't you tell us a little bit about what kind of difficulties you felt that he had before and about the gains that he's made.
Well, I would echo what he said before. I would notice before that he would sit there and he would have to be standing literally in front of the television. And now I notice that he can actually sit back and watch TV without having to be so close to it. As far as remote learning goes, it's hard for me to, be in the room with him because I'm with the other kid. But he has been wonderful in doing his work on his own independently. So I must give him kudos to that.
Is that different than before?
In terms of?
His ability to do work on his own.
He has always been independent, but more so now. Maybe because of the age, maybe because of his sight. It's a number of things.
Because what we just did is we just measured his ability to bring his eyes in and bring his eyes out, to converge and to diverge. We tested his reading ability, even putting hurdles in front of him, and he was able to comprehend 100%. And that's why I kind of like tongue-in-cheek said that he was like a sponge, because he's just absorbing things better than he had before, and that's why we're really, really proud of him, and we're really happy that we were able to help.
Yes, and I'm happy too.
Great. Thanks so much for sharing.
Thank you.